mobility project. Some of our new viewership is asking, why the heck do you use these bands? Does it matter? Absolutely it does. What we're trying to do with the band is to try to create movement and bias what's actually happening at the joint level. So we can improve joint positioning or the intra-articulation motion, what we call passive accessory motion. By improving the roll, slide, and glide of that joint, I can improve the quality of the motion, the physiologic motion, in the rest of the motion segment, or in the arm moving or the limb moving. The other thing that happens is that when that capsule is tight, when the joint tissues around at that proximal or close segment are tight, oftentimes we can stretch distally, or we stretch all the musculature, fiber, all the tissues down below, but what stays tight stays tight. It's like having a knot in the wood, and then I literally am just pulling through and around. That won't kind of affect the knot. What I need to do is make sure I have enough load going through that I can actually make a change there. So when we add a band, especially to athletes, it's like it zhuzhes it up. It takes it from a 2 to a 10, and it's much more effective, and we also get a lot more of the stretching effect or mobilization effect much closer to the joint. So in this situation, if I was just going to do a classic Samson stretch, or mobilization, belly tight, run forward. The tissues, this is a physiologic range. I'm moving the hip into extension. I can even work on internal rotation here, but whatever's tight is going to be tight. But by adding a band to help pull that hip forward in this situation, it really makes this a much more effective mobilization. So now what's happening is that force, as that band hits me in the gully, I turn my hip a little bit, and as I press forward, that band force is encouraging the normal motion of the joint. It's helping that joint move the way it needs to improve that extension. And I also am feeling much more acutely the kind of stiffness that happens much higher in that joint instead of kind of just down below. So homework number 1 today, we're going to spend 2 minutes, open in the front, 2 or 3 minutes, pull that psoas in there if you need. I want you to have your butt squeezed, support the joint. You're going to basically try to fold back. Keep stiff here, don't break into man belly, stay tight and open up. 2 minutes aside, and then walk over, get into the couch position, and we're going to finish that off. So we'll hit a different piece here. Since we've just opened the hip up forward, let's go ahead and come back up, pressing, still working on hip extension, but more kind of biasing full flexion with hip extension. I've got to have more of everything. So 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to just do a big, brutal hip opener today. Good luck with that. We'll see you tomorrow.